Welcome back. We are currently 5 days out. Let me change the vibe a little bit in here. Boom. We're currently 5 days out, guys. Today is November 10th. I feel absolutely insane. We got a nice fresh cut, a little fresh fade on the side. This is how I had my hair for the wedding, so I love it, and it's gonna bring back memories on stage. And my birthday is literally in the next 2 weeks, November 21st, I believe. So this is the second time I'll be prepping through my birthday. I did this in Classic Physique 3 to 4 years ago. And I don't mind, to be honest, because, you know, I know a lot of people like to celebrate their birthday and whatnot, but for me, it's a day to, you know, assess, reevaluate, and reflect on what life and what God has blessed me with, you know. He's blessed me with so many things, you know, the life that I have, getting to do what I love on a daily basis and impact people with my business, coaching. And it's so, you know, as I sit and reflect, it's like everything I've ever wanted when I was like 15, 16 is I'm living it. So every day is an absolute blessing. So right now I am going to dive into some work, get some of my athletes sorted. And then I have a couple check-ins I'm going to do before I get some feedback from my coach. Mr. Cam Cheeks. So I don't have the protocol just yet. As you guys saw, I did my morning routine as far as making my bed, morning vacuums, drinking my morning drink, and that is a non-negotiable, guys. And I always say this, it's how you do one thing is how you do everything. You know, if you're waking up, not making your bed, and you're just kind of just throwing the sheets around, like, and then that night you have to go to bed and sleep in a shitty bed, that's probably going to impact everything else you do, right? The more intentional you are, the more that you can set yourself up and have everything organized, the better your frame of mind will be for the rest of the day. You know, if you're like cluttered up everywhere, some people can do that. Personally, for me, I like to have things organized so that I stay on top of my task, you know? Making my bed, simple as it is, goes a long way, right? How you do one thing is how you spin to everything. So I'm going to take you guys through pretty much a daily vlog as best as I can this week. I will have a videographer for my show day. He's going to do his best to film everything. It will obviously be a, you know, higher quality, more of a documentary style, kind of show you guys behind the scenes of what happens for a show while running a business as well, because I'll still be working. But you guys saw I did my posing this morning. I did a couple rounds of my posing routine as well, which I'm super excited to present. It's going to be an absolute banger. But overall, food right now is about 2,200 calories, and we're not really changing much things, right? We're not doing crazy manipulations. I actually woke up this morning and right out of bed, I did sleep about 7-8 hours, which is phenomenal. Usually in prep by this time, you're not really sleeping, but having a sleep hygiene in terms of getting off your phone at a certain time, wearing blue light glasses, setting your room really dark or cold will get you the best quality sleep, right? I feel like a lot of people neglect that. If you're somebody who can be on your phone, scrolling on bed, and then just go to sleep, like, props to you, you know? Like, getting quality sleep is everything in prep. You know, your body changes drastically. I mean, sleep is your biggest fat burner. And yeah, I mean, overall, guys, it's been a very, very productive prep. Like I wouldn't say easy, but a very gradual prep. Like, you know, there will be challenging times going into nationals. I believe that with low body fat, you're going to feel it. The glutes are coming in. I'll post some of the photos right here for you guys, show you exactly what I look like this morning, but things are coming together. I think it has to do with a lot of your mindset, right? Frame of mind, where you put yourself, how you see yourself, and what you've been doing in the off season, right? Setting yourself up. It's been very gratifying, right? To see everything come together. 3 years off season, see all the tissue being put on, and I'll be doing heavies, which is sick, right? Heavies, because I did light heavies last time. I'll be doing heavies for this show, and then we're gonna squeeze ourselves down to light heavies, which be inside out thick skin. So I'm gonna clock in some work now, and then we have first meal. Again, I don't know if I have any cardio just yet, so waiting for that plan. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be an absolute banger of a weekend. All I have to do now is book my tanning, show, and then it's game time. So 5 days out, this is how I'm feeling. Absolutely phenomenal, unbreakable, focused. So I'm gonna use these vlogs to continue to provide value for you guys. If you have any questions, you want me to do a Q&A, just put it down in the comments. I'll answer them and just do a full YouTube on it. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next clip. Let's get into some work. All right, Mr. Seth, what is up, brother? Welcome to the check-in. Hope you're having a great day. So, right, people, meal one going down. Again, I'm excited because number one, we're doing cardio after training. Usually I do it fasted, which I don't mind. I actually like it, starts my morning off well. But we clocked in a lot of work, got a lot done this morning, but I have my meal one of the day, watching other bodybuilders eat while I'm eating. You guys know the deal. So meal one of the day, at least peaking right now. We haven't really changed anything. We did change like most of the meals to just straight whole foods. We don't have any fruits right now from the usual full day of eating. So right now we have 120 grams of jasmine rice, 100 grams of asparagus, 168 grams of chicken, and then 7 grams of MCT oil, fast digesting fats. So I'm gonna get on and crack on with this and enjoy this little meal here, and then get back to some work. Also, TP brought me a nice little cup of coffee, and if you guys ever been in Florida, nothing beats a nice Wawa coffee. Thank you.
It is true.
No better way to start Monday, guys. It's already off to a great start. So let's see. Let's give a little. Which one's this one?
Hazelnut.
Hazelnut. Guys, hazelnut's my favorite. Here we go. Gas. Too good. So, about to dive into this. See you guys on the next clip. And we're back, boys. I just wrapped up a 2.5, 3 hours of deep work. Now I'm gonna have my second meal. I'm going to interchange a couple things because I did run out of fish. But guys, the biggest thing that you guys can do to allow yourself to be as efficient as you can is blocking off time. Every successful entrepreneur, high performer blocks off their time, okay? So if you're out there, you're struggling, you feel like you're always being reactive towards your day, it's probably because you're not scheduling out anything. Like you need to put on your calendar of when you feel the most clarity that you can set. For me personally, it's in the morning, right? So from like 8 to like 11:30 before I have my second meal, which is usually around noon, that is my deep work focus. I'm either creating content, getting back to my athletes, programming, or just hopping on meetings itself. And then later on the day, I have my work block number 2, right? So creating little blocks like that allows you to put all your emphasis, all your energy and intent into those blocks. So many people try to do everything, multitask all in 1 hour, and then most of the time they're not getting anything done. So on today's pull day, what we have on the menu, this will be pull day A. I have 5 movements today, total of 8 working sets today. RIR is all 0. I'll be training close to failure, but not past failure. Absolutely putting my body into a hole. Tempo and cadence will be relatively the same. I'll be training close to usually what the weight I'm doing. But again, this is not the week to be absolutely stupid and tear something, right? Body's dry, my joints are getting drier and drier by the day. Even my mouth is getting dry, boys. But yeah, so we have that. 6 movements, but I have my pre-workout meal. And for the pre-workout meal, I did run out of fish. So I'm gonna change it out for my third meal, chicken. And that's how we're gonna move forward, okay? Like guys, the biggest thing I've noticed is, when you try to be so perfect with everything, which again, you try to lead towards perfection, but it's impossible, right? So if you are somebody who out there who, again, let's say you have meal 2 as shrimp or fish, you can always interchange it. Like it doesn't need to be, oh man, fish or no fish, or I can't make progress. Like no, like move your food around, do the best of your ability. Life is gonna continue. And the more that consistency that you can stay, the better results we'll have. I know so many bodybuilders out there who are stressing like, oh man, it needs to be ground beef. Like, no, switch your protein around. You're still getting your food in all at the end of the day. So that has helped me in the past. I used to be super anal about it. It needs to be like all or nothing. Now for me, it's like, dude, I'm enjoying it. My body's changing. My mindset's in a good frame being 5 days out. And that's part of it, guys. So about to dive into meal number 2. And then we have a pull day on the menu. I'm gonna take you guys along with me and show you guys how we're gonna be training leading into the rest of the week here. So let's get on with it. All right, just a little pro tip for all you guys out there. Chop your food up, dice it up, okay? I can't explain how important your digestion is. For all you guys who eat chunks of steak or chunks of chicken, wondering why you have indigestion. Guys, I just use some scissors and I literally just slice them and dice them up, guys. Like this right here, being able to like mince my chicken up to smaller pieces, it's gonna help me digest a lot better. Because the biggest thing is, if you're eating tons of protein, you gotta think that's gonna be expanding your stomach, right? It's gonna distend your stomach. So doing this right here, nice little chop, chop, chop. And I usually do that with my veggies as well, especially being in prep right now, as your food is very small, or at least your stomach's very small, it shrinks over time because obviously the quantity of food. So best thing is just dice it up, chop it up. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a lot easier in digestion. You'll be able to effectively partition your food rather than let it sit in your stomach for the rest of the day. So that's my little pro tip right there. I am about to dive into this. So we have 168 grams of chicken, Okay, so we have 168 grams of chicken. We have 120. Guys, there's nothing like, another pro tip, get yourself the Tiger rice cooker, all right? The Tiger Asian rice cooker is an absolute game changer. For all you guys out there who are using this one, Uncle Ben's rice, I get it, it's convenient, I use it when I need it. This is a backup plan for me when I do run out of rice. So this one right here, you can grab a whole 10-pound bag at your local Asian market for like 20 bucks, and that's gonna last you for a good bit, especially if you're in a cut. So keeps the rice nice and warm and moisturized, which always makes for a good meal. So very blessed to be able to eat my food fresh. I know some people, again, work normal jobs, 9 to 5s, and it's hard to be able to have food fresh. So I'm always thankful to have that. But yeah, so we're gonna put a nice little dash of cinnamon. Cinnamon definitely helps break down as well. So almost think about it like a GDA, right? Helps break it down. And then I'm going to add in, so this is what we're doing in terms of sodium. I'm doing 3 packets of salt per meal. So I ordered this big old bag here. We were doing cranks of salt, but just because of peak week, we want to definitely make sure that our sodium intake is very consistent. And we're also doing some trace minerals, making sure that, again, I'm having a whole well-balanced electrolyte. Here we go. Like I was saying, I was making sure that my electrolyte balance is in check because, again, once you start drying out, you don't want to cramp. So just making sure my zinc, magnesium, selenium, all those things are in check. So 3 packets of salt per meal. I'm going to add in some black pepper as well. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I was about to measure my pepper. And then I'm gonna do a nice little parsley. This is also great for digestion as well. Nice little dash of parsley. Get a nice little herb. And then I have 80 grams of banana. So instead of wasting banana, I'm just gonna cut this bad boy up. Boom, cut in nice little slices here. TP, if this is 80 grams, this is crazy. Is it? Oh shoot, 90. We don't miss, baby. Exactly 80. All right, so this is what the meal's looking like. I think that is it, okay? So going to dive into this. Look at that, guys, absolutely delicious. Like, I will say this whole year, TP and I have not been eating out just because we've been locked in with obviously different coaches now. So our goal, our focus is to continue to be the best version of ourselves. So having a coach, we've been dialed in, we haven't eaten out. So sometimes it's nice, you know, to go and have a nice little dinner, but it's also nice to get to your goals. So look at that, guys. How can you beat that? Come on. Why spend money on things you don't need? Spend money on better quality foods. I mean, we even spent more money on quality eggs. And does it make a difference? I don't know. But for your health, yes. So got this going. And what I've also been doing is we've been doing a 1 gram of vitamin C per meal. It's a very natural, mild diuretic. So we're having that per meal. I'm having about 5 liters of water per day as well. So that is what we're currently doing for peak week. Nothing crazy, no pumpkin, muffins, Rice Krispies, none of that, okay? We're keeping these very simple, whole foods, digestible, that I've been eating pretty much the off season. So let's get in with this and then we will head to the gym. All right, boys, getting ready to go hit my pull day. All I'm gonna be having, again, no artificial sweeteners. I pulled out pre-workout, no pump products. All I'm gonna be doing is literally taking my acetyl-L-carnitine and then some creatine. So that's pretty much what we're gonna be whipping up with. So I'll do 5 grams of that. And that will pretty much be my drink. I feel energized. Again, I don't need stim. I don't ever take pre-workout unless I truly need it. My cup of coffee in the mornings, that, as you guys saw from Wawa, that literally holds me over pretty well. And right now, being 5 days out, I'm absolutely motivated. So I really don't need anything that gets me excited for the gym. Like, going to the gym is exciting enough. Like, it's the best time of the day where I can step away from work a little bit, go focus on myself, push myself to be my absolute best. And I urge you guys to do the same, right? Like, find parts of your day that you truly enjoy, that you can literally step out and just be there, right? Because there's so many people that go through their day and they're just drifting through life and like, man, like, oh, my life is so boring. Well, everybody's life is somewhat boring. Nobody has it figured out. But if you go through your life enjoying every part of your day that you truly have, you don't need to have this crazy luxurious lifestyle that you see a lot on Instagram. Most people's life isn't even like that, right? It's all a highlight reel. Right? Like, my best part of my day is when I can go, put my headphones in, put a little bit of hardstyle, some EDM. I don't even feel like I'm at the gym. I'm at my place that makes me happy. So I'm super excited. It's a pull day. Have my water here. I don't know if you guys have a funnel. Highly recommend getting one. This is a game changer. So I'm pretty much 1.5 liters in. This will be my next liter that I'll drink thoroughly through my training. I'll pretty much finish this, fill it back up, and then we'll pretty much be done with the session. Again, I do have my cardio today. 375 active calories, which should be a nice breeze. I'll do some stretching, some posing. I'm gonna switch cameras. So I'm gonna bring my HD cinematic camera and I'm going to do a voiceover. So I'll see you guys at the gym. I'm gonna show you guys the movements I do and I'm gonna walk you guys through it with a couple cues on how to execute them properly. But yeah, let's get to the gym. All right, boys. So this is my peak week training. Volume has definitely decreased by a ton. We're gonna be starting off with a unilateral pull down. You wanna make sure your setup is perfect before you even get into the movement. So as you can see, I'm tucking my pelvis underneath, so I'm not extending too far back. Hand positioning is slightly supinated, and my opposing arm, I'm using that to brace to keep my chest as proud as I can. Biggest thing here, you guys, is don't overstretch it. I know a lot of people try to overstretch because you get the sensation that your lats are doing more. You want to focus on keeping your shoulders depressed the whole way and focusing on taking the elbow to the hip pocket and thinking about wrapping your lats around your rib cage. Moving into a power dual row, more focused on the upper back. I'm using the opposing arm again to brace myself up as high as I can. I am not going to overstretch the lats here. And then as I pull, I'm focusing more of a shrug motion and then allowing my elbows to follow through. As you see, load-wise, I'm really focusing on hitting about 6 to 8 reps and I'm not warming up too crazy. Most of the time, I'm already doing this movement week to week, so I'm just making each set count. So as you guys can see, this is my first working hard set. I'm not doing 4 to 5 feeder sets. I don't really need that at this point. I'm really just focusing on coming in here, activating, and then I'm pretty much done. And then moving into a power dual row, bilateral. As you can see, I'm setting my mindset up before I even head into the movement. I feel a lot of people just hop into the movement and start pulling. Get your mindset before you even go into it. So big thing here, guys, is full protraction as far as you can while keeping your posture as upright as you can, and then a full retraction, focusing on that upper back. You can see how much my traps, rhomboids really activate here. And as far as my elbows, I am not letting them flare out too much. And then moving into this movement here, which will be the upper back lat pull down. I'm leaning it back about 10 to 15 degrees, and I'm pulling the bar straight to right around my chin area. Okay, elbows again are slightly out a little bit further than normal. Again, I'm not trying to flare it. Biggest thing for me is allowing the shoulders to elevate as much as I can, and then I'm pulling it back as far as I can and almost imagine focusing on tucking it. And then lastly, moving into a cable pullover. Again, I am perpendicular to the floor. Biggest thing here is driving through the elbows. I feel like a lot of people try to extend at the elbow and they wonder why their triceps are always firing. Perpendicular to the floor, and you are imagining you are doing a jump rope and pulling it down to your belly button area, imagining, okay? And then last but not least, we're moving into a shrug movement here. So I either do cables or dumbbells, focusing on that trap area there. Again, just holding at the top, big shrug. Again, I'm not trying to use too much momentum here. So letting gravity do its thing with the dumbbell and then kind of pulling myself up there. So here's the physique update. This is what we're currently looking like. I'm super proud of the 3 years that I've been working to build this. Things are coming together nicely, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and let's get on with the video. All right, boys, and we are back. As you guys can see, I am snuggled up. The weather here in Tampa is absolutely freezing for myself. It literally went from like 70 to 30, 40 today. So it was a little bit chilly. I did cardio post-training, like I said, and walking outside, like I was getting the chills. So I'm snuggled up now. It definitely feels like winter. But overall, great training session today. Energy was absolutely phenomenal. I'm cooking up my post-workout meal now. I have 224 grams of cod, which is usually my second meal. I put a little bit of turmeric. Let me show you guys. Come on, guys. How can you not love that? 3 packets of salt, 140 grams of jasmine rice. I have my asparagus cooking up over here, 100 grams of that. This would be my post-workout meal. And yeah, guys, feeling absolutely fire. So recently, or at least the past couple months, I've been, shaving my body, right? Because doing shows in the past, like doing it day before, it's too stressful. So I've been planning for this, and skin is looking absolutely amazing. And I will say, if you've ever done a show, like prepping yourself, skin, tan, what color you're gonna wear, like it goes a long way. So many people I know, they'll like do it the day before. I'm like, oh, I don't know what, trunks to wear. Like Guys, picking something that's going to present the best physique, because you already worked your ass off, you dieted, you cardio, long periods of time. The last thing you want to do is step on stage and not be at your best by showing everything too, right? Because again, it is a beauty pageant, right? Like you got to show your best. So just a recommendation for you guys out there who are looking to do a show, like prep way ahead for the things you need. Airbnb, booking your things, booking your tan, like all that can literally be relieved, especially being in peak week. So I'm gonna get on with this post-workout meal and I'll check in with you guys, but hopefully you're enjoying the vlog. I'm gonna just show you guys exactly what I do peak week. Nothing too crazy. I'm excited to start traveling down to Fort Lauderdale in the next couple days. Tomorrow, I think we have push or arms. So I'll take you guys along with that as well. But yeah, nothing crazy, guys, nothing crazy. All right, boys, you know, this is the point of prep I enjoy the most, right? Like you're borderline psychotic. You're wired, you're focused, food is low, your mental clarity, acuity is just top notch. Now, I can't speak for everybody because I know some people just, they absolutely die in prep, right? And I know I'm going to get to the point for nationals that body fat will be so low that I will feel like a zombie walking around, but I'm the one that chooses to do this. So for all you guys out there, if I can give you any tip is when you feel the worst, like really embrace it. That is the part of the process, right? You don't work years on end. I've been training for 12 years on end to go into a temporary couple of weeks, maybe a couple months to pull back and do anything less. You got to embrace the suck sometimes because the suck is where you make the most progress. And some people can't do that, right? Everybody wants it easy. Everybody wants to have the shortcut, you know, like use this peptide to do this or, you know, curb this. Like, sometimes you just got to embrace the suck. I'm being honest, you know, and there's so many of you guys watching this that let your feelings take over. If there's anything in prep, you cannot let your feelings dictate how you move and how you execute. That is going to be the biggest downfall of your journey. And that goes to anything. If you let your feelings determine how you perform, you will not get to where you want to go. So when I do feel like shit, I feel it, but that doesn't mean I'm going to sink into it and complain. For me personally, when it sucks, I go crazy. I get a little psychotic, right? Because it's like, this is what I'm choosing to do. This is what I'm putting my body through. Because at the end of the day, I can literally pull into McDonald's and get a Big Mac if I wanted to. But am I? No, my goals are more important. And when you work, again, years on end, months on end of putting on tissue, being in a surplus, being tired and drowsy all the time, to being in a cut, it is a complete privilege to get to your body to that leanness and see your best, right? Your best. Look-wise, maybe not health-wise, but you guys know what I mean, okay? So don't let your feelings dictate how you perform, man. Like, your feelings can literally be the downfall. So if that's anything you guys can take away from this video, it's that. Being 5 days out, I have the most energy ever, which is the weirdest thing. You know, I have people coming up to me asking, dude, how you feeling? Which is always a weird question to ask, right? Of course, you feel like shit, but personally for me, I love it. This is why I stick to it. This is why I did a 3-year off season. And for all of you guys who are watching this, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in life, embrace it. Embrace the process. Embrace the suck. When you embrace the suck, and that goes to anything, right? The learning curve of a new information you want to learn. Like, it sucks for a little bit. And then once you climb that mountain and you're there, you have another valley to go. And that's just part of life, guys. Like, that's one thing I can tell you guys. But other than that, I'm going to go have my last meal here. And my last meal is actually combined in two because I don't like to eat too late and go to bed too late. Yeah, guys, hopefully you take something away from this. 5 days out. Training went phenomenal. The day started off great. And I'm going to copy exactly what I did today to yesterday. That is the blueprint, guys. All you have to do is if you have great days and you feel on top of the world, you are literally creating your blueprint on how you feel. So if you wake up, you feel energized, like, what did I do? Did I sleep early? Did I create a really good sleep hygiene? Did I put stress, have these stress mitigation tools that help me wake up a lot earlier? If it is, that is your blueprint. So don't overcomplicate it, guys. Like, it's not hard. If you have great days, what did you do? And do it again and rinse and repeat. Atomic habits, guys. That's the game. So let's get into this next meal. All right, boys. I decided to have my second to last meal. And then next hour or so, hour and a half, I'll have my last meal of the day, which is some ground beef. Super exciting. I've been doing flank in the mornings, but all my red meats from flank and my fruits have been removed. So kind of sad, but whatever. I will say this though. Eating food that just has salt in it, it's kind of bland. Doesn't really make me want to eat prep food. So haven't had crazy cravings. Usually I put condiments on it, which makes it so good. We have some turmeric, 168 grams of chicken, 100 grams of asparagus, and that's it, guys. I'll call this the shredded glute meal. This is how you get shredded glutes, guys. No carbs. So gonna dive into this, watch some bodybuilding people eat food while I eat because it's prep. So let's get on with it. All right, last meal of the day. Absolute favorite. Having some rice pre-bed. Definitely some good quality sleep there. We got my nice little sleepy tea. Love the little messages. This one says, celebrate your success and failures. Both require great courage. You are the master of your judgment, your decisions, and your actions. Nothing like a little motivation for bedtime. This one is, what is it, pumpkin? No, caramel? Sleepy tea, baby. Last meal of the day going down, people. I got Tate over here trying to sneak in some meals. You guys, look at that. Like, why would you want to go out and eat like garbage when you have this? Let's give it a little meatball. TP, thank you for making this. So, 150 grams of jasmine rice, 168 lean ground beef, and then we got some veggies, 100 grams of veggies. So, let's go, TP. Fire, guys, fire. This little tea, and at the end of the night, we're taking a serving, multi-mineral, calm, giving you really good sleep, magnesium glycinate, vitamin C, natural diuretic, and then we're off to bed. We do the same thing tomorrow. So, cardio is being dropped, steps are slowly being dropped, training is just pump work, and yeah, guys, I'm excited to see what the peak's gonna look like when we start adding in some carbs. And then a nice little meal after the show, and then back to nationals. Come on. See you guys in the next clip. I'm enjoying this. All right, going on my nice little post-meal digestion walk. Gonna calm myself down and get ready to hit the hay. So this right here is something that could be so beneficial for you guys, especially if you're trying to focus on getting good quality sleep. Like if you're somebody who, again, scrolls on your phone, which again, I have a problem with doing that, especially when I work from my phone. You know, I'm reaching out to people through WhatsApp and whatnot. Being able to set your phone off 45 to an hour before bed goes such a long way. Sometimes I have to catch myself scrolling. I'm like, what am I doing? You know, I even have a little time limit, which you can set on your phone to remind you, hey, the apps are down. Like the amount of hours you put on it, it could be an hour, hour and a half, whatever you want to put as far as your utilization time. Set it for, you know, a certain period, and then when it's done, it's done. And actually be disciplined to that, because that right there can cure a lot of depression, to be honest. You know, so many people look at other people's life through Instagram, comparing, and they get depressed. You guys have to remember, it's a highlight reel. And I said that earlier, it is a highlight reel. And I'm showing you guys the raw footage, raw days of what I'm doing. I'm just gonna walk around the block, get my mind ready to go to bed. Now keep in mind, as I'm walking, I'm just reflecting, reflecting how the day went really well. It's a very good start to the week. I love Mondays. I don't know about you guys, but Mondays are my favorite. It's like a reset. Sunday's a preparation. That's what sets you up if you plan for the week. And then Monday's just execution. As I'm walking, I do a little bit of reflecting and just a little bit of gratitude, thank God for every opportunity he's blessed me with, man. Sometimes I have to stop and smell the roses because I'm like, man, how did I get to this position in my life, Doing what I love on a daily basis, being able to compete. There are so many people out there that couldn't even fathom or just wish they could just do something they're passionate about, Because you guys always know, people say don't chase your passions, you'll never be able to do it actually for work. But what about musicians? What about artists? Very passionate about what they do and they end up doing it. But yeah, guys, I'm in awe, man. This prep has been, everything. All of things and everything I could have imagined. I said this at the beginning of prep that I wanted to treat this prep completely different than I've treated everything else, right? And it's just the mindset you need to approach with yourself. It's like a mantra. You create a theme about the prep and hey, how do I want to approach this? And I promised myself I was going to enjoy every part of it, the sucky, the good days, the bad days. I wanted to say yes to more things. It was my wife's birthday, being 7 days out that time, 6 days out. I went out, everybody's having drinks, I'm there having a blast too. And I went back, got my steps, had my meal and go to bed. I remember old preps, I wouldn't have done that. Old preps, I'm like, nah, I'm staying home. Why though? Everything's already hit, my non-negotiables are hit. I just gotta go home, hit steps and get my meals in. It's something I'm already doing. And when you practice it enough, guys, bodybuilding is very simple. Eat, sleep, train, focus on your stress, manage your stress, and repeatedly do that over and over and over. That's why most of the best bodybuilders, they can do the mundane, boring shit over and over, and you put on tissue. But remember, people get tired of doing the same thing. Most people can't. That's why they'll never be great, because it's not no flashy shit, you know? Success isn't this flashy shit. It's doing the same thing over and over, 1% better. And not just 1% better, but approach it completely different as well. You know, because you can do the same thing every single day and never get good at it, you know? But being very intentional, being very precise. But anyways, guys, enough of that rambling. It is about 9 o'clock right now, and yeah, I'm gonna finish off my steps right now. And this is very peaceful for me, you know, super peaceful. Like, I call it my digestion walks, but also my gratitude walk. Late nights, I don't have my phone on me. I have this little camera, and I just talk, you know, get some things off my mind, what I'm thinking, you know, what I appreciate, and I just appreciate where I'm at in life right now, you know? If you guys go back to like my beginning YouTube videos, like the 15, 16-year-old Danny would have been so proud of this version of me, you know, because I never stopped. I never stopped. And I wanted to do something fitness, and now I'm doing it. And you guys can too. Whatever you're chasing, never freaking give up, dude. It is possible. It might not seem like it for periods of time, but when you are very intentional, you believe it within your heart, you will be able to do it. I'm serious. Like, the world is in your hands. The world is your oyster. You just gotta believe it enough and work towards it and earn it, and it's life-changing. So, yeah, guys, it's very chilly right now in Tampa. Weather is 30, 40 right now, which is absolutely insane. Went from like 70, 60 to 30, which doesn't make it any better that I'm getting leaner. It's because, as you guys know, the leaner you get, the colder you get. So your boy will be getting shredded going into the winter, and then I will be going on the craziest honeymoon. Now, I've been to Europe and Amsterdam 2 years ago. Now we're going like crazy. We're doing Switzerland, Paris for Christmas, and then we're doing London for 2 weeks, guys. This was a bag that was dropped. And you know what? It's perfectly fine. I'm getting married once to my best friend, and be able to go and celebrate 2 weeks with her. It's gonna be cold, it's gonna be cozy, it's gonna be full with love. And that's part of life, man. You know what I mean? Like, this is the journey right here. Work your ass off, play hard, celebrate. Because why work your ass off if you don't go do things like that, you know? But yeah, guys, we're gonna get back to the house right now. We're gonna end this vlog here. If you like this and you're keeping up with the journey, I truly appreciate it. Keeps me going, keeps me driven, and I'm gonna continue to put up more vlogs. I'm gonna show you guys my journey on how I'm gonna get my pro card and then get in my honeymoon. Like, how cool is that? Turn pro and get married in the same year. I will do that. I will do that. So, we got a show coming up. I'm gonna win that. And yeah, bring my absolute best, guys, in everything. Business, life, relationship, marriage. That's the goal. So, if you guys like this, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.